Alright, what's going on, guys? I am bringing you Smackin Sweaties episode number 22. And in this episode, I'm going to be playing against some AMP Elite members, formerly known as FBYA. I believe two of them are either were in the clan, are still in the clan, I don't really know, but they all three of the kids in here dash. I know the Onzo Militia kid and Pokeaxe are both in the clan. Not sure about that third kid, Metabolism or whatever, but I chose this gameplay for a specific reason, mainly because of the class setup that I'm using, so I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, if we can try to hit 800, I'm going to do 825, I'll say 825. I'm going to start increasing by 25 now. I think it's going to be harder and harder to be hitting this light goal now. It's kind of high up there, so I'm going to do 825, see if we can hit that, because yesterday's video does have 850. And only asked for 800, so I think we can do that. So as soon as this video hits 825 likes, I will upload the next episode of Smackin Sweaties. So anyways, moving on to this gameplay now, I'm going to go over my class setup real quick. So, as you can see right there, flag check at hardline, toughness, dexterity, with a attack insertion, MSMC with quick draw, and extended mags. I'm also using C4 now. Right there, you see that attack insertion? So now that's my first point I want to bring up. Actually, before I even talk about that, I just want to make sure you guys saw that tag insertion. But what I want to talk about is in yesterday's episode of Smackin Sweaties, you know, I kind of addressed that I won't upload FAL only anymore, and I also addressed what I thought, in my opinion, was unfair, and compared to what you guys were saying was unfair. Which honestly, it's a public match; nothing is unfair. But basically, now. The number one complaint I get is about the FAL. The FAL, C4, and Cap 40. Those are the three things everyone complains about. And, you know, the three things that I complain about would be the, I said ghost, attack insertions, and shotguns. Now, when I said that, like, overwhelmingly, people completely disagreed with ghost. People then said I shouldn't complain about tag insertions because I use them, but basically all I gotta say about that is when I'm using tag insertions, so is the other team. But either way, I don't use tag insertions anymore. This is an old gameplay. As you can see, it's on Takeover Word, which was my very first anti-account. So this is a gameplay from March. But I want to talk about Ghost because apparently it's okay to use Ghost, which I don't understand that mentality at all. Because I'm pretty sure that if say I wasn't using FL, say I was using Ghost in this game, say I was using Ghost and Flak Jacket, I'm fairly sure that people would complain about that. So when I say that I don't like Ghost, and then I have people telling me that Ghost is fine, that it's okay to stay off the radar or whatever. Now here's where I disagree with that, because these are not, you know, this. I feel like the majority of people don't understand like competitive. Well, this isn't, you know, like competitive 100%, but like a competitive match like this. And you know, where Ghost is okay is like when you're playing solo ground war, and you know you're trying to get like a gameplay or something, and you know there's a bunch of noobs in the lobby, you know, dying and providing UAVs to the other team, and you know you're just trying to get 100 plus or something, and so you know you use like a Ghost suppress PDW or something. You know, like that was like the most popular class, you know, when Black Ops 2 first came out. But in this situation, I don't agree that Ghost should be here, and here's why. Because it's an equal playing field. Because yes, I'm using UAVs, but you know what? So is the other team. Like in multi-team especially, everyone runs UAV. Like either people are running, you know, non-lethals, which is UAV counter black, or you know, when I'm on my main account, people recognize that we're tryhards, obviously, and everyone puts on low streaks, and everyone runs UAV. Now that's just a common thing. So in my opinion, there's really no advantage there because we're calling in UAVs, so are they. The only advantage, I guess, is, you know, whoever can get more UAVs, and which that's not really an advantage if you can get more UAVs. That just proves who's better. But say like else tag insertion again, I just want to make that clear. But in my opinion, Ghost is way more OP than any gun I could use. Any gun. I will give up the FAL to use Ghost, honestly. I don't use Ghost because I think it's unfair, but if you guys will not complain about me using Ghost, I will give up the FAL for Ghost. easily, easily. So let me know. If you guys really don't think Ghost is unfair, I will trade the FAL for Ghost just for you. At least for some videos. If I'm not using the FAL, I'm gonna put on Ghost. But another thing is, as for most of these anti-accounts and most of these videos, I'm not level 55, and there's two things you get level 55 which are very important. One is Ghost, the other one is the AN94. Now, in pretty much any of these anti-videos I used with the FAL, I could have done the exact same thing with the AN94, just I didn't have it unlocked. That's the problem. You know, I'd love to use the AN94. If anything, I'm more consistent with the AN94, just due to the fact that it doesn't take as much skill as the FAL to use. And what I mean by that is, like, some days, you know, like my trigger finger, I'm just not feeling it. Like, I'm really tired. I just don't have the concentration there to, like, sit there and hit the trigger. But, you know, if with a gun like the AN, you just hold it down and shoot. Like, there's no skill involved there as far as, like, your hands, I guess you could say. But, yeah, so I'm gonna just put on Ghost. You know what? Because judging from the comments that I got from yesterday's video, I will just use the AN and Ghost, and I'm gonna actually probably end up doing better with Ghost. I don't know. I couldn't believe that people actually considered Ghost not to be OP. But anyways, that's just my little rant, I guess you could say. Let me know your thoughts. And then the last thing I want to point out is this. Now, people are like trying to limit what I use and whatever in these gameplays. Now, this isn't. I want to make this clear. Like, this isn't like a ground war 100 plus gameplay. Like, I'm not trying to get 100 plus with every gun variety and all that. These are not pub stomping gameplays. Tag insertion right there again, in case you didn't see it. But these are not like pub stomping gameplays where I need to, you know, try to impress you with my gun. What needs to be the point of these gameplays is to impress you by winning. That's the impressive thing about these gameplays. It's not you know, that I'm using a crappy gun and got 200 plus or something. The impressive thing is that I'm beating other good players. Like, in a competitive setting, no one uses the shitty ass guns. Like, in MOG, there's 3 ARs that get used. The AN94, well, actually, now there's only 2, really. Just the AN and the M8. It used to be the FAO, and then they took that out, but those are the only guns that get used. And then as far as SMGs, you see MSMC, you used to see PDW, not anymore, and you see Scorpion, which isn't good on LAN or whatever now. Now, I'm not a LAN player, I'm an online player, so it doesn't matter to me, but pretty much you just see MSMC from everyone, and, you know what I mean? Like, these aren't pub-stomping gameplays. Like, I want to use the best stuff available to me, like, and the classes that I'm best with, most comfortable with, all that type of stuff, because, for this one reason. Say I were to lose, say I listened to you guys, and, you know, I used, like, a fucking cheat comb with, you know, grip and suppressor, and, you know, I ran, like, blind eye, cold blood, you know what I mean? Like, maybe not to that extent, but, like, you know, I ran, like, a shitty-ass class or something, because, you know, people were complaining about my class, and then I lose. And then, you know, that video gets uploaded of me losing using, like, a shitty-ass gun or something. Do you think that people are gonna care what gun I was using when I lost? No. The fact is, they're going to be like, you lost, and that's the end of the story. But yet, when I win, I get complaints about the gun. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's a double standard there, you know what I mean? So, that's pretty much it. I'm going to try not to use the FAL. If I have Ghost, I won't use the FAL. That's pretty much all I'm going to say. You can pick one, FAL or Ghost, honestly. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. I kind of wanted to just say all that. Anyway, they're about to dash here. I think the 2 people dash first, then the host dashes, which was Pokeax, which is actually the second time I have made him dash on host, smacked him up. And yeah, so that's pretty cool, I guess. There goes the dashers, and leave a like rating, 825. Next video, have a good day, and peace out.